All right, my friends, let's talk some Social Security and taxation, shall we? One of y'all had sent me a video of some guy today, or maybe it's from yesterday, where he's talking about Social Security and taxation, and the guy was some financial advisor, and I was like, oh, he was so wrong. Is actually quite embarrassing. So we're going to go over this. This is my first video of my new digs here, my new whiteboard. We got decoding dyslexia, all right, for Georgia. Georgia decodes dyslexia. We got my first video on the whiteboard with old Finny the dog here, all right. What's he chomping on there, chomps? Anyway, so this tripod is a little bit too small, so we'll get a new one, but or bring the one from downstairs. All right, cool. All right, so let's go to this. This will be fun. All right, so the first thing this guy had, I think he had $40,000 from, it was married filing jointly. Well, let's go over here. He had $40,000 of IRA distributions, and he had $30,000 of Social Security. All right. And his claim was that because this, I forgot what it was, because his social, that's what it was. His claim was something like because his Social Security benefits were below the $44,000 threshold for married filing jointly, his Social Security benefits weren't taxed. That's crazy. Anyway, that's not how it works. So anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to go into, remember, we got to figure out provisional income, and provisional income is just how much of your Social Security is subject to taxation. So the first thing we got to remember, if you're married filing jointly, 0 to 32K of your provisional, oops, there we go. 0 to 32K of your provisional income, none of your Social Security is subject to taxation. 32 to 44, 50% of that amount and that number is subject to taxation. And anything above 44K, 85% is subject to taxation, all right? So if you're single, it's 0 to 25, 25 to 34, and anything over 34. All right, so 0.5, 0, and 0.85. All right, so in this case, they have $40,000 of IRA income and $30,000 of Social Security. But we got to figure out our provisional income. And again, provisional income is just the amount that's of your Social Security that's subject to taxation. But it's not $70,000. I got Finny just sitting right here. What we do is we take half of our Social Security benefit, divide by 2, and add it to this right here, $40,000. All right. So that's $15,000. Half our Social Security benefit plus our IRA distribution. That's $55,000 is our provisional income. All right, so then, excuse me there, big dog. And I think the IRS calls it combined income. I don't know why we call it provisional, but we do. All right, so for married filing jointly, we know that $32,000 of that is not subject to taxation. 0. The next $12,000, 60% of that, 50% of that is, so $6,000, which leaves us $11,000. At 85%. I need my trusty calculator, so let me go get it. So 11,000 at 85%. So 11,000 times 0.85, 9,600, 9350, 9350. All right, so 9350. So even I can figure that out right there. 15,350. So watch this. Watch. You want to see me erase something? Watch. Look at that. Look at that. I don't need a spray or anything. 15. Man, we are moving up in the world, my friends, here at Heritage Wealth Planning. We're moving on up to the sky. The deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. Finny's looking at me like, and Pablo is too. They're like, dude, what is wrong with you? So we got 15,350 is our provisional income. All right, and that's if you're married filing jointly. Now let's go ahead and do it for singles too, shall we? My big old dog here is kind of in the way, but we're going to do it anyway. Sorry to bother you, Finnegan. Oh my goodness. All right, so for single, we still got 55,000. Minus 25,000, which is not subject to anything, minus 9,000, and that's 4,500, which leaves us with, what's that, 21,000, right? 34, yeah, 21,000. Yep, I think so, 21,000. So it's going to be 21,000 at 85%, because remember, this is the single provisional income stuff. In 21,000 times 85% times 0.85, 17,850. All right, so 17,850. All right, add those together. Oh boy, what are you doing over there, bud? Plus 4,500, 22,350, 22,350. And always remember, I get this on my book a lot actually. The max of your Social Security benefit subject to taxation is 85%. That's the max. So even if your provisional income was more than 85% of your Social Security benefit, the max you'll ever be subject to taxation is 85%. So if we take, and this is the old cover of my book, The Tax Bomb in Your Retirement Accounts. I don't see any over there of the updated cover. But anyway, so this is here. So this is the old cover. Let me see if that's the first cover I did. Yeah. Oh, is it over there? Hold on a sec. Is that it? Nope. Oh man, I guess it's all downstairs. Anyway, all right. So what we're going to do here now, we got to figure out how much is our taxes. All right. So we know for a single person it's $22,350, and for a married person it's $15,350. So now, what we do to figure out our actual, now we got to figure out an AGI. And we take that $40,000, and for married we add $15,350 to it. So our total AGI is $55,350. We'll use green for married, for single. I got something on my foot here. All right, so we got 40,000. All right, and we take 22,350. All right, and so that's our AGI. Now what we're going to do is just going to assume we each have, we'll say the married person has 13,000 as standard deduction, just for simplicity, and we're going to say the single person has 13,000 standard deduction, and the married person has 25,000 just for simplicity. All right, I'm not trying to. All right, 25,000. All right, so the married person's total taxable income in this case is going to be 30,000. Basically, that's a zero. 30,350. The single person's total taxable income is going to be that's 66. Oh, now I got to figure that out here. Oh, I should probably added those together first. Hold on, we'll just figure it out. 62,350 minus 13,000 equals 49,350. I should have done like that. So it's 49,350. So what happens here is the single person, they're 49,350 is their taxable income. This is their AGI. For the married person, this is their AGI, and this is their taxable income. And so what's going to happen here, basically, the single person has 20,000 more, well, it's about 66% more of taxable income than does a married person. It's even worse than that, though, my friends, because a single person has less tax brackets. So in this case, and I don't know exactly what it is now, but for a single person, the 10% tax bracket, the first 10%, let me do it over here. Bring it up like that. Well, that actually works all right there. Can you see that? Yeah, dude. So the first 10%, 10,000 is at 10%. The next, I think it's 20,000 at 20%. And I'm not sure off the top of my head, I'm just saying that. And then the next 20,000 at 22%. All right, so that's the single person. They're knee deep in the 22% tax bracket. These guys are just in the freaking 12%. So, oops, not 20%, that's 12%, excuse me. 12%. All right, so here the 30,000, the first 20,000 is at 10. And the next 10,350 at 12. Significant tax difference between married filing jointly and a single taxpayer, which is why I always talk about the widow's tax trap, because man, if you're sitting on a freaking if you're sitting on a lot of IRA distributions plus Social Security, you saw it right there. Everything's against you. It's from your provisional income. Look at the charts. You have to have over 44,000 if you're married filing jointly to have 85% of your Social Security subject to taxation. If you're a single person, you have to have only $34,000 before 85% is subject to taxation. On top of that, the standard deduction, well, you get more of a standard deduction if you're married. Not quite double, but pretty doggone close. And then your tax brackets are much more, what's the word I'm looking for, constricted, are much not as wide as they are for married people. So the tax brackets for single people are narrow, I guess is the word I'm looking for. They're a lot wider for married filing jointly. It's nuts. Anyway, the point being, and this is going to cost them, freaking, I don't know what it's going to be, $1,000, $2,000, whatever that is, $4,000, something like that. They're going to probably pay, these guys are probably going to pay $3,000. So the single person is going to pay double the taxation on this amount right here. The same income, but there's going to be taxable twice as much as it is for this married people. It's nuts. The drawback is a lot of people don't know this. A lot of freaking financial advisors. So this guy was saying there is no taxes. And dude, they're totally taxes, man. It's freaking horrible. I just want to jump off a bridge sometime with a freaking, 500-pound dumbbell into freaking Lake Erie in the middle of winter time. I guess that'd be all ice there. Yeah, naked. That's what I'll do. I'll have a 500-pound dumbbell, jump off the Empire State Building into Lake Erie because I was able to move it to Lake Erie. The 500-pound dumbbell will probably break the ice and I'll just freeze to death saying, I can't take people who don't know the tax code because the tax code is a big thing. If you don't get this right, anyway. All right, love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you got questions. Thanks now.